this date for every Manchester United supporter around the world can only mean one thing: the anniversary of the Munich tragedy.
Tears flowed from my eyes as never before, and the pain that I had never felt.
At first, when the news came, we thought that the accident is not as bad as it appeared. But by the next day, when they continued to bring further notices and news, you could see that the accident was very, very bad. When you consider that, I mean, all them players who died, especially with the World Cup going to be held in Sweden in a few months, I mean, United had about 4 players established with the England team, but there was a chance that for the finals in Sweden, there would be a few more, like Bobby Charlton, Peg, Johnny Berry, Coleman. So it wasn't just a tragedy for Manchester United, it was also a tragedy for English football.
Had that tragedy not happened, what do you think that United squad could have achieved?
Definitely, the results that were being achieved in Europe, it wasn't be a great surprise if United would have progressed and became one of the best teams in Europe at that time. You have to consider that in the 2 years they participated, they reached on both occasions the semi-final.
I prayed to God and I said, please let Busby at least live. And if Busby lives, I'll never touch alcohol again on the day. And I've kept it. Not easy, but I've kept it.
Munich is now over 60 years ago. A lot of United supporters, the youngsters, do not recollect that particular age, that particular era. They hardly recollect the 60s, the George Best, Bobby Charlton times. What message do you have for the younger United supporters when recalling the great history of this club, of which Munich forms a very, very important part?
Definitely, it's very hard for anybody who supports United, whether it's in the past, present or in the future. They will forget this part of the history. You know? For the youngsters, all I can say is that Munich was a big tragedy, big tragedy. But in a way, it put United on a global level. Perhaps if Munich did not happen, the name of Manchester United wouldn't be as great as it is today.
Very moving. I didn't really expect it to be as moving. You always do get moved by things like this, but you know, there's a couple of tears in my eyes.
There have been several organised trips by United supporters to Munich. What is the atmosphere like on those occasions?
Unless you've been there, it's very hard to explain. It's a very, very emotional trip, and people have not been there, they don't realize how big it is. And if you go once, I am sure that whoever goes there the first time, they will return. It's a pity that this year we're not going to repeat our visit over there because of the situation.
I think there's no better way to commemorate the Busby Babes than raising our glass.
Cheers.
The Babes.